If you are the scapegoat in a narcissistic family, your adult relationships are carrying wounds that you didn't create and didn't deserve. And until you understand where those patterns came from, you will keep paying for damage that was never yours to begin with. When you grow up being blamed, dismissed, and made to feel like the problem, your nervous system learns something. It learns that relationships are not safe. It learns that love comes with consequences, and that the moment you stop being useful or agreeable, you will be punished. And you carry that into every relationship that you enter as an adult. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between your childhood home and your current life. It is still running the same survival software, and that software was written by people who were supposed to protect you and didn't. Here are the 5 patterns. Number 1, you attract people who need fixing. Because you were trained to manage the emotions of a dysregulated parent, you feel most comfortable, most needed in relationships where someone requires your emotional labor. You mistake the intensity of that relationship for intimacy. You confuse being needed with being loved. And when you meet someone who is actually stable and healthy, something about that feels off to you. It feels too easy, too calm, almost boring. That discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong with the relationship. It's a sign that your nervous system was calibrated inside of a broken one. Number 2, you over-explain and you over-apologize. Growing up, you learned that if you could just explain yourself clearly enough, find the right words, make them understand, maybe the blame would stop. Maybe they would finally see you. So as an adult, you over-explain every decision. You apologize before anyone has even accused you of anything. And here's the painful part. This doesn't protect you. It signals to the wrong people that you are someone who will accept blame that isn't theirs, and they will use that to their advantage. Number 3, you struggle to trust positive relationships. When someone is consistently kind to you, there's a part of you waiting for the other shoe to drop. You analyze their motives, you wonder what they want, and you pull right back when things start to feel real. Because in your family, love was never unconditional. There was always a cost. And your nervous system learned, don't get comfortable. This won't last. That belief has probably ended relationships that were actually good for you. Number 4, you have a high tolerance for poor treatment. Because poor treatment was your baseline growing up, you normalize things in relationships that other people would walk away from immediately. The raised voice, the silent treatment, the subtle put downs. It doesn't trigger alarm bells inside you the way that it should because it feels so familiar. And this is one of the most important things that I want you to hear. Familiar is not the same thing as safety. Your nervous system can feel at home in something that is absolutely destroying you. Number 5, you find it hard to express your needs. In your family, your needs were either ignored or used against you, so you learned to need less, to ask for nothing, to make yourself as low maintenance as possible. As an adult, this looks like staying silent when you're hurt, telling yourself it's fine when it isn't, and slowly building resentment towards people who never even knew that they did something wrong. Because you were taught that having needs was a burden. And it was never a burden, it was just inconvenient for them. None of these patterns make you damaged. They make you human. They're logical responses to an illogical childhood. But here's what I want you to know. Here's what I want you to understand. The rules of your family are not the rules of every relationship. You're allowed to be in relationships where you don't have to earn your place, where your needs are not too much, where someone's love for you doesn't come with a withdrawal waiting on the other side. That feels unfamiliar, maybe even uncomfortable at first, But unfamiliar is not the same thing as being wrong. Sometimes unfamiliar is just what healing feels like. If you recognize yourself in any of these patterns, the over-explaining, the high tolerance, the waiting for something good to fall apart, I want you to know that awareness is the first step. I have a free emotional reset guide in the description that helps you to regulate your nervous system in those moments when the old patterns and programming kick in. And if you want word for word scripts for navigating the specific situations that trigger you, that's in the Freeze Response Recovery Kit, and it's also linked below. Subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.